up, Laura?
Hey, Sam.
Not much.
Gee,
Eventually, I'll figure out how to get on here.
Here, let me help you out here, son. There
you
you
know when a girl's
there
on
he
here
is.
just staring at her hair the entire time.
go. You need a thinking cap.
It's on.
So
That's the other one.
you did not.
Shit.
I'm not. You will never get anything again from me. That's full So the mouth harp. What do we got, boys?
Oh, yeah, it's my Bob Dylan impression. Ew, hey, ew. Ew, hey, ew, hey.
You want to play a little something while we're waiting for everybody?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
entertain Laura.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, here's a song that I was hoping that someone would play at the 80s Cuttery event at the Vixen, but hopefully if they do like a 80s a second 80s night or whatever, hoping that someone will do this song as well. And it goes something like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Been beat up, battered around, been sent up, I've been shot down. You're the best thing that I've ever found. Handle me with care. Your reputation's changeable, situations tolerable. But baby, you're adorable. Handle me with care. I'm so tired of being lonely. I still have some love to give. Won't you show me that you really care? Everybody got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine and dream on. I've been uptight and made a mess, and I'll clean it up myself, I guess. Whoa, the sweet smell of success. Handle me with care.
Ew, hey, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sophie, you miss a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm 2 minutes late. Well, I was 1 minute late, but it took me 30 seconds to accept that this was a recorded.
This is being recorded. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Recorded.
Yeah.
Bongo Mike, we have a big crowd here. It's like the Brady Bunch. Who do we got, Mike?
Well, we've got Lorrie Kountz, guitarist extraordinaire from the Heart of Glass. We've got you, bassist extraordinaire. We've got Laura, lead and rhythm guitar extraordinaire. We've got Sophie Hafer, keyboardist, backing vocals extraordinaire, and of course, the lovely Jennifer Queen, vocals and Blondie impersonator. All from Heart of Glass. And we're missing Jeff Fight. What's going on here?
What's the drums then?
He'll pop in. He'll pop in.
And of course, the two Costa Ricans. So outnumbered tonight.
Boys, you got a gig. Clue everybody in.
All right. We have a gig in July 13th, I believe, and it's at the O'Hare's Pub in Bartlett.
Right.
The O'Hare Pub in Bartlett.
O'Hare's Pub.
O'Hare's
plural.
Pub.
Yeah.
O'Hare's. Okay.
Yeah.
O'Hara.
Not at O'Hare.
No.
We just want
It
to make
sounded
make
like
sure.
O'Hare. It's
Yeah.
not.
So we sent out a late invite over to Heartbreaker. You know, they're going to come on a future show for sure. But I said, hey, if you guys are around, pop in. Just met them. Lorrie, you've met them before. Mike, you know them. I don't know about you, Sophie. Was that the first time you met those peeps?
No, the Chain has actually played with them a few times before.
Okay.
Yeah. But it had been a while. It had been a long time.
What a good time.
Mhm.
What a good time. What a good time. The Vixen, McHenry, first time ever being there. Fantastic. Great sound guy. Who was the sound guy?
David Treadwell.
There's Dave. Wow.
Yeah, he's top shelf. He had you guys dialed in perfectly. I could hear both guitars, keyboards clear, vocals clear, bass clear, drums were well dialed in, and you guys rocked it. It was a great
We'll edit
set.
that out for post.
So much fun. You know, I love that club. It's just a really neat club. So, you know, it's hopefully you guys get back in and a great pairing with Heart to Heartbreaker.
Yeah, that was a fantastic show.
Well, thanks to Mike and the Costa Ricans, or as my wife said, the Puerto Ricans.
I got to hang out with Todd and Donna Lee. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Kudos to that sound man. He was just, you know, like you said, Mike, top shelf. I mean, he took his time with the monitors, each one of us individually, was patient and just super pro, you know. And Jeff, the booker who got us in there, super pro and a really nice guy. He loved the band. He couldn't stay too long because he wasn't feeling too well, but he did see most of our set, and he is just like, you know, the wife, his wife was up front the whole time because she's a big Blondie fan, and she thought super highly of our vocals. You know, of all three of us in the three parts, and of course Jennifer singing the lead. It's good to have her in our pocket.
I told
long hair in the banks.
You know, I'm
dancing
not
around.
sure. I believe so. Yeah, I wish I would have met her, but yeah, I said next time we play, come up for a song or something. You know, so that would be fun. Anyway,
I talked to
Yeah.
Jeff. I talked to Jeff Kleinschmidt when you were doing your set, and he was really happy. So,
oh, I'm glad.
yeah, big
Nice
shout out
guy.
to him. He's
Yeah.
a really good guy to deal with.
Yeah, he was really professional again. The whole thing was. So, and of course the girls in Heart to Heartbreaker, I mean, outstanding. You know, vocals are like angels, you know, and the band is super pro, song to song. They have planned breaks. You know, there's no downtime. It's just energy the whole hour and 45 minutes last time. Perfect band.
Good pairing.
I just wish my wife had more energy. I would have stayed for that whole second set, but I think I had my fill there. What a great time. What a great time.
Yeah.
So Mike, you've had a couple shows coming up. We'll get back to the Vixen a little bit, but Bongo Mike's a little backed up here because he's had a few shows we haven't really talked about, and we want to make sure, you know, we give the Skeeters a little love. And the Black Diamond sessions with Sophie. Clue us in, Mike.
So we had 2 weeks ago, we were at Sundance with Dead Fest, and that was, you know, a fun show. Two bands, double bill. We played from like 7:30 to like 8:45, and Dead Fest was like 9:15, 9:30 to like 11:30. And yeah, it was a good crowd. We had a lot of people out there, and that was always fun. Always top shelf going to Sundance Saloon. And then the next day I had the coterie, which is that's for the benefit for the Heart Association. And so all the benefits were for that. It was 30 musicians. It was originally 42 songs, and it ended up being like 45 songs. They added a few because we were running ahead of schedule. And I think I was on like 7 or 8 songs. You know, they kind of rotate the musicians in and out. That's all put on by Mike Dermont. And you know, when you get asked to do it, you know, you jump on, because it's always gonna be a great experience meeting all the musicians. And that's actually where I met Lisa, the guitar player from Heart to Heartbreaker. I met her at the at one of the practices that she was in, and obviously I was excited about the show with Heart to Heartbreaker and Heart of Glass. So I was looking forward to not only sharing the stage with her the week before at the Vixen, but also getting to see her play with Heart to Heartbreaker the week after. But yeah, two really good shows and a very, very tiring weekend. To give you an idea of how long that Sunday was, I got out of my house at about 9:30. I got to the Vixen just before 10:30, set everything up. We did a quick sound check, and we went from 1 to 6 p.m. By about 6 p.m., I figured out I hadn't eaten all day. I was absolutely starving. But you know, it's so much fun, and there's such a great community of musicians that get together for it. So I think their next one is in August, like 24th at the Broken Oar. I don't know what the theme is. I'm not sure what the foundation they're raising funds for. But they'll get a whole other cast of musicians, you know, 25, 30 musicians who will all jump in, and whatever the theme is, they'll do it. So, but it's always an honor to be asked to be involved in that.
And Sophie, I think you're in another band that's going to be playing here pretty soon. You want to tell us all about that?
And are we talking about Black Diamond Sessions?
Yeah, we're talking about the shared services that you provide.
So I don't want to do repeat of the last podcast where I just look at my calendar and just
No, just the next couple weeks.
I think the only one I'll say that might be new, on the 18th, hopefully it's of May. I think so. The 18th of May, I'm playing with Black Diamond Sessions, right at
Broken Oar.
at Broken Oar, and I just did play there. And to update you, the stage that they redid is awesome. It's like 4 stairs high, and you really get a view of the whole crowd. Now, it was in the tent, so I didn't get to experience any of the nice weather, but like once we play there, the tent will be off, and I think it'll be really, really nice.
Yeah.
They have 16 candles going in there. Okay.
Actually, we stepped in with the Mosquitoes at Broken Oar for one song.
Haha.
That was awesome.
That was in the pre-hog days. Yeah.
What was the one song?
Call me.
Oh, that's
Glenn filled in for you. Glenn filled in for your part.
Glenn did the keys, yeah. Oh no, the bass. Glenn did the bass, yeah. For keys,
Yeah, and then I think Terry sat in and did a sax solo at the end. So you doubled up. I think you did a keyboard solo. Ray did the keyboard solo. Terry and Lorrie did the guitar solo, sax solo. It was really cool.
all right. I'm gonna give you
Promote
another,
the upcoming gig too, you know.
Sophie, I'm gonna give you another swing at the plate. Aren't we playing somewhere like all of us together?
Oh my God, I am such a dummy. Yeah, so we're playing the Chain and Heart of Glass. And there's a third band as well. That's
Millennium.
Millennium. We're playing at Rochaus, May 11th. I'm super excited for that show. That'll be awesome. I think I'm gonna bring my mom. Hopefully, if she wants to come.
You're not going to get off the stage.
I know.
Busy night.
It's great. Yeah.
How
Well,
many
I don't, it's like I won't even have to move my gear too, because it just worked out that I'm in the exact same place on the Blondie stage as I am on the Fleetwood Mac stage. Stage right.
Awesome.
Strategy.
Each band doing 1 hour? Is that what it is?
What are we doing, Lorrie, for that show? Are we doing an hour?
We're doing an hour. I'd like to bring in some of those new ones, just to keep us on our toes. You know, maybe like, will anything happen?
Atomic.
You know, Atomic.
Yeah.
let's throw them in there.
All right.
Get in a boxing ring.
Okay.
Take those risks.
Yeah.
Talk about
What's the
risk.
worst thing that can happen?
Well,
Disco
Yeah,
ball
Jen.
can fall again.
Disco ball could fall again.
Jen,
Telephone wouldn't ring.
Oh my God.
so we had a new addition to the show, the disco ball. Jen
yes.
brought it. Thank you very much. That was very cool. And yours truly here, Jen. What was your perspective on the ball
Well,
incident?
After reviewing the footage, Peeps, you effed with the ball. Blew on the ball twice.
I saw the whole thing.
And then he decided to elbow the ball. And Laura, you and I know how we set it up. It wasn't meant to spin. So Pete, it went, and I went to dive after it and
You never went down.
landed
You
on
never went down. You went down like Catwoman.
I know
Yeah.
me and
Ninja.
Todd
Yeah. And then Todd
saved
saved
the
the ball.
day.
Humble.
Yeah.
Recovery.
I just remember I was like, I
Yes,
was
but the
playing,
scratch.
I was trying to like solo a bit, and then I looked up for 1 second, and Jen was on the
On
ground,
the floor. Yeah.
Yep.
and so I had to rewatch it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I would agree that you didn't fall. It was more of like a
I
dance.
dove, right? I kinda-
Yeah.
It was like one of those Russian dancers. You
Yeah.
Cossack.
I don't know about that, but yeah, no, I was trying to save the ball. Trying to save the ball.
no.
She
that's-
did everything she could.
So the question is the ball salvageable? I heard the ball is cracked.
The ball was slightly damaged, Pete. So I actually ordered another one. So I have two balls.
Okay.
So I don't know. You know. We
I
could,
think-
we could have both balls on the stage, you guys. I mean, we could figure something out.
Yeah.
It sounded
We
dirty.
have a lot of
Yeah.
those balls up there.
I did not notice that they put it up on the screen behind me. So I was like, I'm just trying to get
That screen was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That disco ball was really
Oh,
cool. But from the
phenomenal.
audience perspective, you didn't even look at the small, one that was on the mic stand.
I remember I walked up to Dave before the show started, and I had the disco ball in my hand, and he looked at me. He's like, "What the hell are you doing with that thing at my show?" And then I was like, tried to find some common ground with him before I asked him if he would suspend it from like the ceiling. And I did. I was like, I was just wondering, have you ever hung one from the ceiling like right before a show? And so I don't remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of, no, but I've got something better. And then that's when they pulled up the disco ball background.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome.
No, that's a must.
That's
Live-
phenomenal.
Could
Lo-
use a little bit of string, extra string next time.
Yeah,
Hold-
that's true.
Hold the ball.
That's true.
I was asking Jen what she was gonna do with the other one, and I said, well, maybe I should take it, and I'm gonna like put it in my bathroom to like scare all of my guests.
Yeah. We'll have to figure something out. So
Unsuspecting guests.
But that heart to heartbreaker, holy crap. How long have they been doing that? Anybody know? I mean, we're going to
No.
interview them, but
2
geez,
years.
that's it.
Well, she was an opera singer.
yeah, I mean, their dad was in opera, so clearly they got the opera gene.
But
Like-
she sang professionally in the opera, I believe.
Yeah, I don't recall that, but their dad was in opera, and then their family had like a label, and that's how Diva got her name, because the label was named Diva something, I don't know, Diva, whatever it was. And so she was named after the label, and we chatted about it. But
Yeah, I
clearly,
thought
like
that was the
Benatar used to do opera. I mean, these guys, it makes sense. It like translates over
Mhm.
to what they were doing, clearly.
So going forward, ladies and gentlemen, professionals and overly paid amateurs, we're coming into the warmer weather here and the outdoor gigs. Does anybody have any tips to share on how to deal with the sweltering heat when you're going out?
Hydrate,
Lots of sunscreen.
hydrate.
They have those professional fans
Yeah,
for
I think so.
musicians that I know. I know every drummer that I know has one. I thought about getting one.
Mhm.
Whenever my keyboard is out in direct sun, you know, like how guitars are out in the heat and they detune. Well, it's kind of like similar to what happens to my keyboard. It just starts malfunctioning. So my tip is to just stay out of the heat. Just avoid it
Tent.
altogether.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't take the gig if it's outside.
Late.
Gratefully,
They can.
gratefully, most places have a covering over you. So, that's the good thing for saving the gear and stuff, at least an attempt. So that's one good bonus.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get a fan too, Sophie, I believe. Gonna
It helps you so much because
Mhm.
you're out there, you're dressed whatever, long pants and
And the wig, I'm going to have that wig on. So
Yeah.
oh
I'll be like wearing a hat.
yeah.
Are you
Oh.
gonna
I
put like
carry box
ice
fan.
cube pack on top with the no?
Joe,
No.
Frozen peas.
what could go wrong?
Nothing.
Please with that.
It'd be like up here. So
So that's it. Hydrate and buy a fan. What's this professional?
Hydrate.
And a tent.
And
Yeah.
a tent, yes.
I
I
remember when What Is Moo played out when Bobby first did the patio. You guys
Oh,
were
man.
on like at 3 in the afternoon in the sun
There was no
with
shade
no
on that
covering.
one. Uh-uh. It
Tough.
was full on.
That was super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I-
was a hot one without the top.
No
You didn't
covering.
have the top yet, no cover.
No, it is tough.
Yeah, you just gotta hydrate, sleep good the night before, make sure you got food in you. And Jennifer, like you said, get a fan,
yeah.
especially um,
Like one of
with the
those
wig
house
and everything.
circulators, like a big, a Florida Gator fan.
I used to carry like a full box fan in my trunk during the summer because it's one of those things, it's kind of like those foldable lawn chairs. It's kind of like, 99% of the time you don't need it, but that one time that you need it, you're really grateful that you have it. Like, those really cheap white Walmart box fans.
Yeah,
They work.
a box fan, yeah.
Yeah.
They work great.
They work.
Yeah.
They work, yeah.
Tilt it up to put it on something, tilt it up to yourself, and you're feeling at least a little bit of breeze especially when it's
Yeah.
good. That's when you really, especially I'm sure with Laura and Lorrie, when you're playing guitar, your hands get sticky on when you're
Sweaty,
going
yeah.
up and down the fret.
Yeah.
You almost have to have like baby powder,
Yeah, it's like a slip and slide, yeah.
Yeah.
The fan also makes for good like cinematic effect, when you're
Yeah, the blowing hair.
Well,
The
only if you
boy-free
have
hair.
Yeah.
We should give a shout out to Donna Lee. She's mastered that fan hair thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We love Donna.
Yeah.
She's great.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Donna.
she was there.
Yeah.
Of course she was.
We should have her on the
I
show.
owe Donna Lee a debt of gratitude. She's the one that got me into bands.
Say what?
She I met her a long time ago. I interviewed for a job at a place and she was working and she like convinced them to hire me. So I met her at work and I'd known her for years. And then she's like, come out to the open jam with me at Denelli's in Lake Bluff. I'm like, okay. I mean, I've always sung my whole life. So she brings me out there and that's when she was playing drums before she started playing the bass. Everyone's like, what band are you with? What band are you with? I'm like, no band. I'm not in any band. And then it started to click. And so she was, and she was there when I joined my first band. She'd come to some of the practices. And so she basically started all this for me, actually.
I had
So
no
it's
idea she was
cool.
in drums.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
she
know
got
that
me she told me about the Blondie band to try out for the Blondie band, which is here I am. So
So
Genius.
So Jennifer, a question on that. You
Yeah.
played with a friend who I went to high school with in a band called Thalium. How did you get
Thalium,
involved with
yeah.
those guys?
Pardon?
How did you get involved with them?
I think I heard
Matt
an ad
Johnson?
on, no, I didn't know them. I believe I heard an ad on 95.1. I think it was like a radio station, and I if I'm totally, maybe I'm not remembering right, but anyway, yeah, I said I want to try out, and they, we sang all kinds of alternative rock, and we mixed things up all the time, interchange things all the time. I did Pat Benatar, we did, Saliva. I did the Saliva songs. We did Audio Slave. We did all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
That was it was fun. Yeah, it was just, and the cool thing was is I could bring a bunch of ideas and say, hey, how about we do these songs? And we just, you know what I mean? We quickly interchange songs a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and my God, Queensryche, Triumph,
Wow.
the Cult. We did Night Ranger. It was kind of a cool range of stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that was fun. I was with them for about 2 years.
So now we
You
got
were with an original band too. You had great songs. She sent us a few original songs for the demo to see if,
Oh.
before she tried out for us or, came to rehearsal, she sent us a couple originals and they were just spot on.
Oh.
And
So,
I was
you
like,
mean I had a friend.
which band was that?
It depends. I had some of those songs were actually recordings from Thallium, and then some of the recordings I had an old friend who manages bands in the city, and he can produce his own music, so he literally would throw the music together, and I would sing the vocals, and then we record it, and then there was a few times I was on one guy's CD in the city. I was singing backup vocals for his CD. I forgot his name. But anyway, I went into the studio and did that for him. And then we did recordings that were submitted to the Kentucky Derby for like the women's party, ladies. We submitted songs for that were used for the Kentucky Derby. And so some of that stuff came from that time frame. And then we did an original like dance EDM song that I think you guys have heard, and so
Yeah,
it was fun. It was all around the same time I was starting in the first band, like 2005, 2006.
So now we have 3 singers in the band. We got John, we got Sophie, and we got Lorrie. How do you guys figure out, what songs to do and how to harmonize and all that stuff? I'm tone deaf. Just curious. How do you guys figure out how to do that? Because you guys sounded freaking good the other night.
I'll say I think we sounded good too, because I could hear everyone.
Right.
I could hear everyone properly for like that was the best that I had heard everybody, even though it's only my third show, third time's a charm.
Yeah.
We had a rehearsal, like we went over, like Lorrie is gonna switch her part and I'm gonna sing her part, or I'm gonna find something in the middle. And I just like had all the lyrics and I just highlighted each part that I was supposed to sing. And so I just kind of slipped right in there. Easy.
So just like that.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
You heard it.
Sophie and Lorrie would figure out which harmonies to do really quickly, obviously. So, we picked the songs based on like how can I sing them? Are they out of my range? Are they in my range? And then Sophie and Lorrie knew exactly where to come in with, layering the harmonies. It was really cool.
Impressive.
They sounded great. The harmonies were spot on.
I'm biased. Second question to the pros out there, because we got little tykes out there trying to bust into the music world and aspire to greater mediocrity. When a gig is done, you got any advice on how to organize your stuff? Because it's like a mad scramble when you're not the headliner. You got to get your crap off. And I'm like, oh man, I forgot this, I forgot that. I'll hang up and listen for my answer.
My like I've gotten my gear down so small that I can bring everything in one trip. I have like my stand in my hands and then my keyboard on my back. And it's kind of the same principle for exactly this reason that I don't bring like multiple keyboards or different kinds of stands. I just put my stand closed and then I just carry the entire thing off stage all at once and I just put the chords on top. It's all methodical. I did it exactly that way for a reason because it really sucks when you have to go back and forth and then everyone's like stepping all over your stuff and then you can't find that one chord that you knew you had at the beginning, you know? That's my advice. Just throw out your stuff and get littler stuff.
Yeah,
Advice.
downsize.
Yep.
Lorrie made the suggestion to use colored tape on your cords and stuff,
Smart.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that way I know I'm grabbing mine and not the house,
Yeah.
you know, or the other band's cables.
Yeah.
And it's an easy, quick go-to. And again, I downsized too. Laura and I were playing, you know, much larger amps, and then we downsized to the two 12s, and now we're using just the 112.
Yeah.
Because really, that's all you need on stage because everything goes out the front.
Right.
So this way you can get off the stage fast and makes club owners, you know, happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Costa Ricans, you travel in your new van. Do you still have the 2 wires? You got the key going to start it.
Yeah, it's still going. Thanks to our friend Mama Sue, who I worked with at McDonald's.
Shout out to Mama Sue at McDonald's. Recommend the quarter pounder with cheese.
Yes, no pickles. So yeah,
Later.
yeah, we've been even with the van, we can with all the gear that we use, you know, it's you would think with 2 people we wouldn't have so much gear, but we actually do. But we can downsize, you know, we could bust, you know, no problem.
Yeah.
Could you show us your drum set,
Oh, yeah. Just one moment.
Yeah.
please?
Just so you know, while they're getting the drum set, absolutely none of this stuff
kidding.
applies to me. I got more crap on stage, and it takes me a long time to get it on and off.
It's okay. You're a percussionist. That's you have a pass. You have a pass.
It's all heavy, bulky, awkward, lousy stuff to carry on and off stage. Period.
We always make fun of Dean from the Chain because you know when we play places like Old Republic, like normal bars, he'll bring his gong. And his full chimes. And so he'll have to get there 2 hours before any of us, just so he can take 15 trips back and forth. One for the gong, one for the chimes. You know, it's just crazy.
How many times does he use that gong? Just curious.
He uses it for 1, maybe 2 songs if we do like a really extended set, but he uses it on Gold Dust Woman. And for most of the shows that we do, that's the only song. He plays it at not even in the middle of the song, at the very end of the song. To end the song, he'll just hit the gong in the back. I told him, I suggested that, you know, maybe he could skip it, but it's part of his routine to bring the gong. So I don't want to like disturb his process.
And it's Mick Fleetwood brings it too. So
yeah. I once saw Mick Fleetwood do, I think it was like a 15-minute drum solo. When I saw him at the United Center, he was carrying 2 congas and he was playing a bunch of different instruments, but I thought it was gonna last just a few minutes, and it ended up being so long that people started to like go and get beer, you know.
Wow.
You know, and then they ended like the first set with that or something. I forget.
Hey, Pete, do you remember when Mick Fleetwood came to the Cubby Bear?
Yes, I lost my ass.
I think I was underage. That's side issue. But you had one of the bouncers get on his bicycle and ride to Walgreens to get a Polaroid camera so that me and Mick could have a photo. Do you remember that?
I think I did that. Didn't you get
It's
some
a funny
drumsticks
story.
from him?
I got drumsticks. He signed my shirt, whatever. We got photos, all that kind of stuff.
That's-
But yeah, it was during a Cubs game. Yeah, Mick Fleetwood, Pete was a general manager at Cubby Bear, and he had all the big acts back in the day in the 80s. They had all these, whatever, nice acts. And so, yeah, so Fleetwood Mac, by the way, Sophie, if I didn't say it too directly, is my favorite band. And so when Mick Fleetwood came to the Cubby Bear, Pete, whenever had me over there, I was selling T-shirts for Cubby Bear and whatever. I don't know if I was old enough to sell drinks yet, but hot dogs at Sports Corner or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, Mick Fleetwood with his band called Blue Turtles. I don't know, whatever it was.
Lost
And
my ass.
yeah, so it was during
We had a
the
good
Cubs
time.
game. There's no way to get a car around. He's like, "Did you bring a camera?" I'm like, "No, I can't afford no camera." I'm 12, whatever, however old I was. And yeah, he sent one of the bouncers down the street on his bike through the traffic, through the 3 billion people to get a Polaroid. So I still have that photo somewhere. But anyway,
Yeah, we need that picture.
We need that
I've
right
got it,
here.
too. I've got it.
We need
Oh,
that right here.
Awesome. That's
Insert
awesome.
picture here.
Speaking of Costa Ricans, what you got there?
Oh,
There's
we have
it
our
is.
tip drum sets.
Flash tip jar.
You ever play it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. You know, it's a fully functional,
Huh.
except maybe this one because there's a hole in it for the tips.
Oh,
but
it still sounds
It
good.
looks
Yeah.
tiny. Am I
it is.
okay?
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah, it's just a kiddie size drum kit.
Yeah.
Have you seen that band that plays Rage Against the Machine on a toy set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen many videos of them. Yeah.
Boys, I expect to see something similar from you two. I don't want any of that Chicago Music Exchange. I want Toys R Us. Are they still around? I don't think so.
No,
Toys R
well,
Us?
sort of.
Oh, never mind, Sophie.
You're
So-
aging yourself.
Yeah,
wow.
it's not hard. So, so we are Heart of Glass is prepared to do New Year's Eve. We worked on our ball dropping skills. We are good to go. 11:59 p.m. Bam, that ball will drop like a rock.
Yep.
No thanks to you.
right?
Mike Orfanos, what shows are coming up for you guys?
I had
Orfanos.
just a couple in May. We got May 17th at the Wooden Nickel with Black Diamond Sessions. Then, of course, 2 days later at the Broken Oar, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. with Sophie joining us for that one. That's going to be Black Diamond Sessions again. And then the 25th at Sundance. That's the kickoff weekend for the Memorial Day weekend. That's the beginning of his patio season. And we're Saturday at 5 to 7, I think is what it is. I'll confirm that, but that's what I've got on tap for May. So a little bit lighter schedule, which is kind of nice.
I hear we got a couple of gigs in May. Does anybody want to speak up?
I don't have my calendar, but I know it's Rochaus on the 11th, and is it Broken Oar on the 30th?
31st. Yeah,
31st? Okay.
Sunday?
that's a Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
Friday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
I don't think Jeff is going to show. You know, he's busy right now.
Hey, there, got the picture.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just put
god.
a picture on there and
Holy
nobody will
crap!
notice.
That's him.
It's the basement of the Cubby Bear with rats and pigeons and whatever
yeah.
diseases.
Wow.
And me and Mick. And he signed that shirt, and I don't know what happened to it. It was a Cubby Bear jersey.
That's the old school Cubby Bear jersey. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That's
Wow.
funny.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That just made the show.
That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything else to bring up before we have the Costa Ricans play us out?
Well, I do have a gig with one of my other bands, the Asteroids. We're playing at yep, those Asteroids. We're playing at the Spoondoggers on June 6th.
Where's it located?
I'm not sure. Spoondoggers.
I don't know. I'm not.
I'll just Google it.
You're on your own, Todd.
That guy, not me.
It'll be on the on our Facebook page where we get all the details for all the gigs that we're doing.
Fantastic.
So going forward,
also-
yeah, go ahead, Todd.
And also, you know, as we spoke earlier, we have a gig, me and my brother, at O'Hare's Pub in Bartlett on July 13th.
It's a Saturday.
Yep,
Saturday.
6 o'clock.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
You better make sure.
You make sure, because I made a mistake last time.
Well, he did say 6.
Okay.
around 6.
Okay. All right. Subject to change. So Mike and Sophie and Jen and Lorrie, thanks for coming. What we're trying to do here is to bring on people from the clubs we've played at, the bands, the managers, the owners, you know, whatever, and kind of review the place so people have viewers and listeners have a place to go to say, hey, I've never been to the Vixen. What's it like? And bitchin' green room, great people, great sound. That's a place you want to play at. That's a place you want to hang at. So we want to get the heart to heartbreakers on, and then we want to get the people from the Vixen on, and Sophie's all over that. Well, I say social media that you send a link out. Hey guys, come on the show.
Oh yeah. I could do that. Yeah.
Okay. So beautiful.
Cool.
All right, Costa Ricans, not to be confused with the Puerto Ricans. What you got for us?
Different duo.
All right.
Totally different.
Well, we're gonna do well, since we did an 80s song, we might as well do another 80s song.
Yeah.
All right. This one is a little solo song from who?
I forgot.
Oh.
Edit
forgot
that
who
out
it was.
post.
Anyway,
Who?
goes something like this.
Ha ha ha. We should all sing.
The people keep repeating, you'll never fall in love. When everybody keeps retreating, then you can't seem to get enough. My love, open the door. My love, open the door. My love, open the door to your heart.
Open the door. I love open the door. I love open the door.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love open the door.
Come on, Sophie.
Tragedy befalls you. Don't let it drag you down. Love can cure your problems. You're so lucky I'm around. Oh, let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that Pete Townsend tune.
Yeah.
It's great.
Costa Ricans, more gigs will be a-coming. We like to thank
Indeed.
everybody for listening and watching the Demonetization Podcast,
You're welcome.
home of copyright violations left and right.
Oh, copyright. You can't say that.
What do we do without a copyright?
Yes, you
How
can.
about
We're
we get-
making Pete money. They love
How
us.
about we get the lilacs and an old brown shoe?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure the internet will never be the same. Adieu.
Awesome having everybody. This was
Yes,
cool.
this is
Yeah.
we got to fill up the 2 squares.
I feel like we're missing 2 more.
We're squaring
Pushing
up.
Marcia and Jan.
I say Jennifer for X.
Get Lori's mom on. Lori's mom and our mom.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Done.
I'll ask my mom.
There you go.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Got my dog right here. We could put her.
Where's the disco ball? The disco ball should have a square.
Someone, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We bid you a fond adieu.